Today, I'm talking about what I think the secret to successful landscape photography is: enjoying the process. In landscape photography, it's easy to get caught up on the end results, capturing stunning landscape photography images. We work hard to master our camera settings, learning how the camera works. We work hard to refine our editing styles, and we work on our compositions in the art of seeing a scene. We even plan trips to amazing places to capture stunning images. But being focused only on the outcome of that stunning image can lead to frustration as a landscape photographer. I've seen it, my friends, and other people out photographing many times in the field. Someone trying to photograph a grand scene and the clouds aren't cooperating. Maybe there's not enough clouds or there's too many clouds. They're thinking the light just isn't right today. Or maybe lots of rain when you're hoping for a dry day, or a dry day when you're hoping for a rainy, foggy day. This causes them to get super frustrated. When you travel to a location, it can get even more difficult if you're only focused on the final image, because now you've spent money, time, vacation hours to go to someplace amazing to capture these great photos. And if something doesn't work out, something out of your control, it can lead to frustration and ruin the whole trip. The key to a long journey of landscape photography is to be able to enjoy the whole process. If you enjoy the whole process, there are no bad days out, and amazing images are just a highlight, the icing on the cake, and not the true gauge of a successful trip. One of the reasons enjoying the process will lead to a fulfilled landscape photography journey is simply that landscape photography is an art, a craft that takes years and years to master. And even at that point, one wonders if there's ever really truly a point of mastery, but rather just always making small incremental improvements in your technique, style, and composition. And in the beginning, when you first start out in photography, the improvements come pretty quickly. They're more apparent. You learn the technical basics of landscape photography and you immediately see improvement in your work. They come easy. You learn more about composition and suddenly your images start to show marked improvement from what they were before just by learning simple rules of composition. You start to see the light better, which helps you choose more interesting scenes when you're out. Those early gains come quick and they come easy. But as the time goes on, these improvements still happen, but they're much more subtle, refined, and they take much more time. It takes more practice to see the results. If you're purely outcomes focused, they can feel frustrating because it feels like you're stale, stagnant, and you really aren't improving, when really the changes are coming, they're just in smaller steps, and it takes much longer to see them in the end results. If you enjoy the process, though, you still stick with it, because you enjoy just the act of being outside. You enjoy the practice of working on those finer points. And the enthusiasm for landscape photography remains. You keep practicing, you keep getting better. Enjoying the process helps you stick with it and progress as a landscape photographer over the long term as opposed to being stuck on the short-term gains. So for me, I actually really consider the camera as a key to experiences. I enjoy the process. I enjoy that the camera gets me outdoors. I enjoy that it takes me to new locations that I haven't been to before. There's many places I've gone and many friends I've met that I wouldn't have met without a camera. In case in point, there's this particular place in West Virginia I go to called Lindy Point. It's in Blackwater Falls State Park, and I have been chasing a grand scene sunset at that location over the past several years. I probably have 15 plus visits to this overlook, trying to get that sunset image I specifically want. I've been there on rainy days. I've been there on days where the sky is perfectly clear. I've been there when there's fall colors. I've been there in the summer. I've been there in all sorts of conditions. And I keep going back because I'm chasing this portfolio shot from this one location. And if my whole motivation for landscape photography was based on the end result only, the photo only, this would be a very frustrating experience. Like I said, I've probably got 15 plus visits to this particular overlook. A lot of trips I'll go 2-3 times during the course of the trip to go try to get this shot. And I've yet to walk away with an image that I consider the pinnacle of this particular location. Sure, I've got some good images of it. I've got some lackluster images of it. I've got all sorts of images of it. But because I'm not so focused on the outcome, yes, do I want a desirable outcome? I sure do. But because I fully enjoy the process, I enjoy the hike out. I enjoy sitting on a rock and sitting there. There's been times I've been out there with friends and I'm sitting there literally getting rained on while I wait for the sunset to catch a small break in the clouds, only to have it come clouded back over. And they'll even be like, "Oh, I'm sorry you're not getting your shot." And it's like, it's okay. I'm sitting out here. I feel the wind on my face and I'm just enjoying being outdoors. My most recent trip, cloudless days. I was there twice, both evenings. No cloud in the sky whatsoever. Just blue skies. I still had a good time. It's a chance to practice some sun stars, and I was able to sit there and just enjoy the evening out on this edge. But that's what makes a difference. Because I enjoy the whole process, those 15 plus trips weren't hugely frustrating experiences. I don't find myself getting more and more angry or frustrated I'm not getting the shot I want. Instead, each time has been a way to enjoy that location in a different environment. Like I said, I've seen it in the fog, I've seen it in the rain, I've seen it in the fall, I've seen it in the summer. I've seen some clouds, just not quite what I was looking for. But that's why learning to enjoy the process is so much more enjoyable than just being focused on the final resulting image. If you can enjoy the process, you're more likely to stick with it, be patient, and get some great experiences in the meantime. So amazing images are great. We all love them, and it makes us super excited when we get them. Enjoy the stunning images any chance you can get. If you get one, that's awesome. Be sure to celebrate it. But be sure not to get too hung up on the outcome and learn to enjoy the process. Enjoying the process will lead to the growth as a photographer and simply an opportunity to experience amazing places out in nature with your camera. How about you? Are you more of an enjoy the process person or more of an outcomes person? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see future landscape photography content from me, including tips, tricks, behind the scenes, and mini gear reviews, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching.